Alright, so what's up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the prep series. So we're 30 days out, no, actually we're 29 days out from show day. It's crazy how quick it's coming around now, 29 days in total. We still have a load of work to do. This is actually going to be the last video of this phase of the prep with the 400 grams of protein, no carbohydrates and the 4 fat loads, or the 3 fat loads. I had my last fat load yesterday. If you follow me on my Snapchat and Instagram, you've probably seen my last fat load meal that I had, which was the beef burgers, a little bit of bacon, some avocado and cheese. That went down a treat last night, but that is pretty much it for the fat load. I actually get my next lot of macros and my next plan for the next phase for Monday at some point today from the coach. I've just got to email him, send over my weigh-in, send over my progress pictures, and then he's going to send in my macros for next week and what we're going to be doing for the changes. So that's pretty much it. I want to say a thank you to everyone who stuck with the channel this far, because the last 2 weeks it has been boring with the food. The food has been very bland, plain, and it's been very repetitive with the egg whites, the fish, the chicken, and just the workouts, and my energy levels have been really low through in this phase. So you guys that are showing the support and stayed all the way through, I just want to say a massive thank you. But the next video that's going to be going up, macros are going to be changing, food's going to be changing, energy levels, the whole lot's going to be changing, and of course the main thing, conditions going to be changing. So it's going to be exciting. Like I say, 29 days out now. You know, I'm excited. I'm just raring to go, but there's still loads of work to go in. But it's just gone up to 7 o'clock now. Just about to get my morning breakfast in. I've got a therapy session which is in 2 hours time, so I'm going to get my breakfast in, get myself ready, then head down there to get my therapy massage done. We're going to be getting some treatment on lower legs today, but in the meantime for breakfast I've just got my 15 egg whites which I'm going to get in, and also I'm just going to go over a few of the comments from previous videos on my YouTube channel. I know a lot of you have been sending in some questions on the comments and that, so I thought I'll go over some of them, read them out and see what people are saying. Also with my breakfast, I've got my morning coffee, and I'll be using my protein flavour drops. So this is a toffee flavour, just makes the coffee taste a little bit nicer. So I do about 10 drops, so I have a nice toffee coffee, and I've also got my vitamin C and all my other vitamins and mineral tablets in here. Now I'm a big believer when it comes to your health, whether you're off season or bulking, you need to so if you're off season or if you're prepping, whatever it is, you need to think about not just your macronutrients but also your micronutrients as well. So many people tend to neglect their fiber, their vegetables and all their other vitamins, and I think as a whole you need to consider both your micronutrients and your macronutrients. Don't just think of the carbohydrates, proteins and fats. You know, there's so much other things that you need to think about with your digestion, your immune system, other things like that, that's going to really help with your overall growth, recovery and strength and things like that. So in here I've just got things like my L-carnitine, I've got some iron, digestive enzymes to help digest all these foods, magnesium, some glucosamine sulfate, some vitamin B's, vitamin C, vitamin D, I have my evening primrose oil. I think that's pretty much it. There's my omega-3s as well. All this sort of stuff. They, you know, great micronutrients, great vitamins there that your body needs every single morning. So they're my vitamins that I have in the morning. And I'm, like I say, just going to go over a few comments, see if there's any questions that I can answer while I'm having my breakfast. So a few of these questions I'm going to read out, and comments I'm just going to read out and give you guys a little shout out. So Liam Fitness says, what's my current calorie level? So on this phase where I'm having no carbohydrates, my calorie count is around about 1,500 to 1,600, give or take, depends on what type of foods I'm eating on the day, but it's around about 1,500, 1,600. When I have my fat loads, it boosts up all the way up to about 2,500 to 2,600 calories on the fat load days. Kevin Clements, doing well Harry, it's getting close, you're fixing food and yep, guess it shows. Dogs always know where the food is around, Harry, we're going to stop and salt far out. Great pool day too. Thanks a lot, Kevin Clements. Yes, and the dog is always there when the food's about. All dogs always are. They always are looking for that food. Bezzy B, hope I said your name right. It says, looking tight bro, what's your body weight at the moment? So my current weight at the moment is 193.6 pounds. So a lot of people ask me what I was when I started. I actually started when I was 19 weeks out. I was 219 pounds. Then we had like a mini cut phase of the prep where we actually didn't officially start. We started at 16 weeks, but for about 3 or 4 of those weeks we were just like kind of mini cutting, like almost having a relaxed diet part. And I brought my body weight down to 215. So I officially started prep at 215 pounds. I'm now 193.6 pounds. PM Dre Fitness, I swear you're looking leaner every video. Keep it up, man. Now that is pretty much the idea of this part of the phase of the prep. With what we're doing now, we want to be looking leaner every single day. Body composition is going to be changing every day, but you know, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for that comment. Gino Lamares, I think, Lamars. Hey man, came across your channel, looks pretty cool. Click the bell and subscribes. Hopefully you can support me as well. Good luck with the future prep. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Also, thank you for the wishes of good luck. You know, I appreciate it so much. I will check out your channel as well. Always like to show the support back to other people who are showing their support on my channel. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to read the rest of the comments, get the rest of my breakfast in. Then, like I said, we're going to be heading up to the gym to get my deep tissue massage. So catch you guys in a little bit. I don't want it to control me. No. I don't want it to take over.
But I mean, this looks good now. It's getting there, isn't it? Bloody hell! It's like a caterpillar. You shed off a load of all the bulk.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
So how are you standing? So what's going on with the legs? Is everything all right?
Everything seems fine. Yeah. I don't feel there's nothing major. No. You know, I haven't had any pains or anything on my knees.
Okay.
But as I say, just with the loads, just want to make sure there isn't any knots.
Yeah, let's get to it.
On my back.
Do your back first, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're doing glutes in this one?
Yes, please.
Feel good. How does that feel to you?
Yeah, a little bit, but nothing major. Just on the outer sweep. Just there.
Okay.
Other than that, it's all feeling quite loose.
So what's your exercise plan today? What are you doing?
Chest today. Yes, I've done legs yesterday. Quite painful.
And then I'm going to go. Tell me where.
When it's come down, she's fine.
On the teardrop, yeah.
Just in there. But mainly on the teardrop.
Okay, turn over.
at that one.
Okay, bend your knee and go side to side. Stop, hold on. Go again. Sit down. How's that compared to the other side?
That's a little bit better than the other side. Painful, but not as painful.
It is there though.
Yeah,
I get it right.
Oh yeah. Right there it is.
Okay.
You just feel so free afterwards.
Oh, I bet.
It's
About
so
2 or 3 days later.
yeah.
There you go, my dear.
Perfect. Oh. Right, so what's up guys, back at home now. As you saw earlier, I had my therapy massage. We really focused on my hips today. I've had in the last couple of days really bad flexion and rotation on my hips. So we specifically focused on that area, but overall we've just done like my quads, hamstrings, my calves were really tight as well today, and abductors as well. But mainly focusing on my hips, because I say the flexion with like my leg press, and just mainly when I'm doing my posing and I have to do like side turns, just my flexion and rotation on my hips has been really poor. So we put a lot of effort and detail in there. I'm back at home now. It is absolutely killing me. Like, people always ask, you know, are they painful? Should they be painful? Deep tissue massages, they should be painful. It's all about getting the fascia out and releasing soft tissue. So if it's not painful, you're not doing the job properly. So that's all done with. I'm about to get my next meal in, which is also going to be a pre-workout meal. Now, it is pretty repetitive at this stage. You guys know what the next meal is going to be. It's my chicken, which is 300 grams and 1 cup of veg. Like I said, the next video you guys are going to see, that is when all the macros are going to be changing. We're going to be like a moderate carbohydrates, fats and proteins. The proteins probably going to be coming down. Still going to be in a calorie deficit, but we're going to replace the proteins with carbohydrates. So like I said, next video, the macros are going to be a little bit more interesting. We're going to be bringing back the ground of rice, some fats with peanut butter, white rice, things like that. So stay tuned. I know at the moment it's all boring and repetitive, but stay tuned, it is going to get better. But with this, I've got my pre-workout. So today I'm going for this Stimumax. So I have 1 scoop of the Stimumax, and that is pretty much it. I'm not using the Vascumax at the moment. Also, come next week when I introduce carbohydrates back into the system, like this week and last week I haven't had any carbohydrates in me, so I'm so depleted, I've got no energy. That's why I've been using the Stimumax for some stimulants to give myself energy. But come next week, I'm probably going to cycle off the stimulants just to give my central nervous system a little bit of a break, and so they don't fry and all that. So next week we'll probably be moving on to the Vascumax, which is a stimulant-free pre-workout. Also, with this meal, I have my like pre-workout drink, which I'll drink while I'm eating this meal, and that is 1 scoop of essential amino acids, and I have 2 scoops of the L-glutamine. Now the amino acids that I got in there are the new ones that they sent out to me the other day, and it's a new flavour I've never tried, which is the raspberry lemonade. Now most of you guys know that my favourite flavour is the watermelon. I'll have to say that this is on par with the watermelon. If I had to give it a rating, I'll probably say about an 8 to 8.5 out of 10. It is really tasty. I love it. Still don't beat my watermelon, but if you are interested, you want to get any supplements, some BCAAs, glutamine, creatine, whey protein, any of that stuff, head over to My Protein. You can use my discount code Bristow10 to get yourself 10% off. All the links and everything is in the description below. So head over there, use that code and save yourself 10% off. But that's pretty much it. I'm about to get in this meal. Also, of course, some pink Himalayan salt. Just a little tad. Now you're going to notice as well, come next week, I'm going to get more strict and tight on, like kind of clean up on some of my sweeteners and like the cokes and things like that. Just because it's something that I like to do, personal preference. It's just something that I'd rather do. But we'll come to that on the next video. I'm going to get this meal in now and then head up to the gym, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Did one too many and my friends ain't with me. I'm so high, did one too many and my friends ain't with me. I'm so hot, yo, I can't lie.
Alright, so what's up guys? So that is officially the last workout of this phase. Now I didn't have my training partner with me today, so I didn't record nothing, so I do apologise about that. But I did give you guys a little physique update at the end of my workout. But like I said, that is officially it. That's all my workouts done on this phase with the no carbohydrates. Tomorrow's Sunday, that's going to be my rest day. And then we're going to be back onto the next phase as of Monday, which we're going to bring our macros back to like a moderate rate. Like carbs going to be back introduced into my diet. But yeah, happy that these 2 weeks are done with. You know, it's been brutal. Energy's been like up and down. The main thing is it's been like repetitive every single day, but that is what bodybuilding is. It's all about, you know, just being repetitive, eating the same foods, the same meals every single day. So for all you guys that have been sticking through this part of the phase, I know it's been boring, I know it hasn't been that entertaining, but I do appreciate it so much. But anyway, I'm just going to wrap up today's workout with my 10-minute HIIT cardio post-workout. So I'm going to do it on the bike or the stem, meal, whatever they're called. I'm really not good with my cardio. So yeah, 10 minutes of HIIT training, and then that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap up there, go back home, get post-workout food in. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So I'm back at home now, just going to make up my post-workout meal. So for my veg, I'm just going to be using some frozen broccoli, switching it up from the green beans. Add a bit of water. Like I pretty much like to switch up my my vegetables. It'll be either asparagus, green beans or broccoli. That's pretty much all I use, just to get some different type of vegetable in my diet. So I'm going to have that, and with this for my post-workout I'm going to be having some cod fillets. Now when it comes to my cod fillets, I like to cook them fresh. Everything else I'll cook like in bulk, so my chicken, turkey, mince, I'll cook all that stuff in bulk. But my cod fillets, I like to cook them fresh. So what I do is I use the whole pack. And my post-workout meal is going to be 200 grams of fish. So I just put a little bit of water in there, just a tiny bit. And then I'll wrap that up with tin foil. That just keeps the consistency of the fish, and it keeps them nice and moist as well, because sometimes they can go really dry and then they shrink as well. So adding the tin foil will keep the consistency of the fish and keep them nice and moist as well. So I stick that in there for about 30 minutes, and that's pretty much perfect. The veg is cooking now, and that is pretty much it for my post-workout meal. But for now, I'm just going to have my post-workout shake. Now you know what it is. My 50 grams of ISO whey with some ice to make it like a milkshake, extra thick. As you can see there, so thick. Always need to get a spoon out. And then also, just to give it a bit extra flavour, I'm going to use the chocolate flavour. So the ISO whey is chocolate caramel, so I'm going to add in some extra chocolate just to make it a little bit more chocolatey. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So 10 drops. Perfect. Mix it up, and you've got the best tasting post-workout shake there is. So I'm going to drink that, wait for my post-workout meal to cook up, and pretty much the rest of the day I've got to take care of business. I'm going to order my trunks today, so what I'm going to be doing is, what I like to do is I like to order 2 pairs, because as we get closer to show, we don't know what the weight's going to be, like my weight's going to be, and I don't know what my waist and all that measurement's going to be. So what I do is I order 2 pairs, so it'll be like a small and a medium, or a medium and a large, depending how my weight drops. But I like just to have 2 pairs, just in case, because on the day I don't want my trunks to be like either too baggy or too tight. So I'm going to order them today, and that's like pretty much it. I've got my membership sorted out, the application's done, I've got my trunks ordered, pretty much just getting on the show day now, you know, tanning up, and that's pretty much it, you know. It's getting exciting. We're 29 days, it's getting closer and closer every single day. So like I say, I'm going to get my post-workout shake in, food, deal with some business, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So guys, back up in the kitchen again for meal number 5 of the day, and I'm also going to wrap up this video here. It's just gone up to 7:30. I've got a load of work to do, and also I've got to edit this video, so that's why I'm going to wrap it up. But meal number 5, I've switched it up. I've gone for 140 grams of tuna, and I've got 120 grams of extra lean minced turkey, so something a little bit different. And also I've got my mustard on there. As I said earlier, I'm cleaning up a little bit on my sweeteners and sauces. So what I've done is, normally I was getting about 25 to 30 grams of mustard. I've brought that down to 15 grams just to lower the calories, and like I said, just trying to clean up a little bit on the sweeteners and things like that. As we get to, you know, 4 weeks out, I just really want to make sure I clean up on everything and make sure everything's perfect. As usual, I've got my Himalayan pink salt on there, and that's pretty much it. Now, as we've come to the end of this phase, I really wanted to focus this video on nutrition and recovery, because I was getting a lot of questions about my supplements, what supplements I'm taking, and also drug enhancements, what drug enhancements was I using. And the main thing and the main key priority that everyone was missing out, and the questions that they weren't asking, is nutrition. It doesn't matter what supplements you take or what drugs you take. You can take all the drugs and all the supplements in the world. If you're not getting your nutrition right and you're not training hard, you're not going to grow, or you're not going to lose weight, no matter what. Nutrition is the most key thing that you need to focus on. So that's why I wanted to make today's video really more on the nutrition side, and how important it is with your macronutrients and also your micronutrients as well. I see so many people who just purely focus on their carbs, fats and proteins and overall calories, and they completely neglect their micronutrients. And I'm a big believer that micronutrients are going to help with, you know, sustaining fullness. When you're on the diet, it's going to give you that fullness, it's going to make you feel fuller, and they also give you some key nutrients to help with your digestion, your immune system, recovery, all sorts of things like that. So that's why I like to add in a lot of veg into my diet: spinach, asparagus, broccoli. A lot of it's going to be green veg, it's just what I like to use, but make sure you keep your micronutrients in, and also your vitamins and things like that. You know, don't just solely thinking on your macronutrients, and wash your carbs, proteins and fat. And overall, make sure you focus on nutrition as a whole, because without nutrition, none of this is possible. You are not going to grow muscle tissue, and you're not going to lose weight if you don't solely focus on your nutrition. So that's why today's video was more about the nutrition side and recovery, how important recovery is with your deep tissue massage. Now for the rest of the day, I'm pretty much just going to put my feet up, chill, unwind, recover with my food, get some work done, and then just get myself prepared for next phase of this prep. So that's pretty much it, guys. We've done 2 weeks of no carbohydrates, 3 fat loads, 400 grams of protein. It's been brutal. The energy levels have been down. There's been tough days. I've had to battle through some really hard workouts, but it's done. We're here now. The next 4 weeks are going to be really interesting. So like I said, stick around. Next week the macros are changing, and also we have so much coming up for the YouTube channel. I'm down at Storm Sports next week. You're going to get to meet the coach. You're going to get to meet the new shop. We've got a new shop that's opening. Well, he's got that opening, and there's an opening date on the 5th of August. That's why I'm heading down there to, you know, show my face as a part of Team Storm, and, you know, be there for the grand opening. So that's coming. I've got so much more coming that I don't want to really reveal to you guys just yet. So make sure you stick around. From next week, I promise you guys, things are going to start getting more interesting, especially with the food. So, as always, guys, thank you for all the support. Thank you for sticking by these last 2 weeks. It's been the most brutal part. It's been the boring part, but it's all worth it. It's all part of the prep. It's all the work that you have to do. So, again, thank you, guys. If you are new to the YouTube channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. It does help the channel out. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you have any questions, drop them down, and I'll make sure I answer them in the comment section, or I'll add it in to the next video. Other than that, guys, stay safe as always, and make it happen. Peace out.
Keep chasing shadows.